So, today is the day. The beginning of the 2022 NASCAR Playoffs. And as many people are doing, they're making their predictions. So why don't I hop on the train? Today I'm going to make my predictions for the NASCAR Playoffs. So today the playoff season starts today with the Sun 500. As for my round of 16 predictions, I say that Alex Bowman, Austin Dillon, Daniel Suarez, and Chase Briscoe will be the first four out. Here's why. Dillon, he's been miles off of his teammate for many of the races. The only times, Dillon has performed better than Reddick. Well, have been in particularly chaotic races. Reddick has been way better at times than Dillon. So, saying that Dillon could go farther than Reddick would be blasphemous. So I don't think Dillon will go very far. I think it'll be on round 16. Alex Bowman. As for Bowman, he's been the number 4 driver this season. Only one win being at Las Vegas, and that was a kind of a luck win with a late race caution coming out and being overtime at Las Vegas. It's a bit of a luck win for Bowman. So, and throughout the entire season, he hasn't been doing much. So, I don't really think he can go that far. Daniel Suarez. As we know, unfortunately, Suarez failed post-race tech 3 times and will have to do a pass-through penalty. And I don't know. I don't think he'll. Well, maybe if he lucks out with a caution early in the race today, he could get back. He could get back on the lead lap and be able to fight. But I don't think he'll go very far because, again, if something bad happens to him today, it's going to really hurt him. And then you got Kansas coming up, which could be his best chance at maybe either getting great points or getting a win even to get himself into the run of 12. And you got Bristol too, which isn't a bad track for him, but I don't think luck will be on Suarez's side and he won't go that far. Chase Briscoe. Briscoe, who already has a win this season, which was Phoenix at the beginning of the year. I mean, while he can do good here at Darlington, he's good here at Darlington. He's won here before in the Xfinity Series. I just don't see him moving on to the round of 12. Maybe he could win today. It's possible. But, I mean, I don't know. He's got to beat multiple fast drivers that could either steal the show, meaning drivers around the playoffs that could potentially win. Truex, Buescher, Jones, to mention a couple. And he's got the playoff drivers who have been also really good. To name some: Elliott, Larson, Hamlin, Logano, Reddick, Busch, Byron, Chastain. And I don't think he'll have enough to get himself into the round of 12. And after that, maybe Kansas could be a good track for him, Bristol, but like I said, what's ours? Not enough luck. Now to the round of 12. For round of 12, I've got Cindric, Harvick, Blaney, and Christopher Bell out. Let's start with Cindric. Cindric, with only one win this season, being the Daytona 500. Heading into the round of 12, I don't know. He'll have to go through the chaos. He'll have to be careful with everything happening around him. And I don't think he's ready. He's not ready to go through all that at the big leagues. So, yeah, I think he'll be the first one out in the round of 12. Kevin Harvick. While this is a bold one, Harvick, who has been all of a sudden himself again after Michigan, I say luck won't be on his side because, again, you got such tracks as Talladega, Roval, crazy tracks, and maybe Harvick could get himself into the round of 8, maybe he won't. But we will have to see at the end of the season, We will have to wait at the end of the playoffs, because at the end of round 12, my bad. By the end of the round 12, because, again, Harvick, while he has shown that he can still be fast, compete, I don't think he'll be able to do enough. Ryan Blaney. This is another bold one, considering Blaney's has Talladega, obviously, I imagine, circling on his calendar as a track that maybe can help get into the round of 8 and farther. And while he's also been consistent, I don't think he'll have luck. He may get involved in some crashes at Talladega, which will end up hurting him. And the Roval, we know Blaney isn't necessarily the best at the Roval, although he has won before. I don't think he'll be able to luck himself and get another win. And then finally, Christopher Bell. Like I've said with many, luck can be an issue. Bell has shown that this season that he's good, he's been fast, but I don't think he'll be able to deliver the results needed to move on to the round of 8. Now on to the round of 8. This is where I've made some kind of bold predictions, but here's what I think. First driver out, Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch, only one win this season, a lucky win, which was at Bristol Dirt, the race where Reddick and Briscoe took each other out on the last lap, giving Kyle Busch the win. And honestly, one of the only reasons why Kyle Busch is in the playoffs right now, because of that win. I think he'll have some luck. He's got good tracks from Darlington, Kansas, to name some, that could help him. But I think his luck will run out, and sadly he won't be able to move on to the round of 4. William Byron. Byron is also a bold pick, considering that if he were to move on to the round of 8, he's got one of his best tracks, Homestead, Miami. But at the same time, you've got a lot of good drivers that are really good there at Homestead that could end up stealing the show, or he could win at Texas. But again, it's if your team can deliver, if your car can deliver, and if you can deliver in the time of need. And I don't think Byron will be able to do that. Ross Chastain. Here, I think a lot of people know why Chastain could be either in the round of 12 or the round of 8, or heck, even the round of 16. He's got way too many people after him. To name some, Truex, Hamlin, Larson, Elliott, all those people that are mad at him for past incidents at Gateway, Sonoma, Atlanta. Obviously, Denny Hamlin's going to be one of those drivers that is going to go after Chastain and won't make it easy for him. But as I've said, and some drivers have also said, they're just waiting for the playoffs to get him back. So I don't think Chastain will be able to move on to the round of 4 because, sadly, people won't race him nicely. They won't. And then finally, Tyler Reddick. Reddick, he has shown this season that he's really good. He's shown what he's made up, and potentially with the round of 8, we know that he can do good. He's got great tracks ahead of him. He's all of a sudden a road course ace. He's very good. He's won Road America and Indy Roval. I say he can go to the round of 8, but to the round of 4, I don't think so. His best shot to get into the round of 4 is easily Homestead, Miami, one of his best tracks, but it's going to be up there to see if he'll be able to move on. And now for my final 4 predictions. For us, my final 4, it's got to be Larson, Hamlin, Logano, Elliott. Start with Kyle Larson. Larson, while this season compared to last year has been a down year, he's still done pretty good. He has 2 wins this season, both being at Auto Club and Watkins Glen. He's been consistent majority of the time. He's been very consistent, and when the playoffs roll, he can maybe shift into another gear and be way more consistent. He could potentially get wins in the playoffs at, for example, Kansas, perhaps even tonight at Darlington, Texas, Homestead, Miami. That could help him move on to the Final 4. But he's not my championship prediction. That will wait. Denny Hamlin. Hamlin as well has had a good year, been very consistent for the most part. He's been consistent, he's been good, he's been solid, he's got good tracks ahead of him that will help him head into the Final 4, such tracks as Bristol, Homestead, Darlington, Texas, a lot of good tracks, and he's also been very good at Super Speedway, so he could potentially snatch a win at Talladega Super Speedway. So, which could help him a lot. And Bristol, too. But, sadly, once again, I don't think he'll win the championship. I don't see that happening. Joey Logano. While Logano isn't the most loved, we have to recognize that he's done pretty good this season. He has multiple wins. He's won at Gateway. He's won at the LA Coliseum. Granted, not a points race, but it's new track, and Logano showed that he can do good there. Where else has he won? I kind of forgot. But yeah, Logano has done really good this season. Been very consistent, very good. And I said with the trucks coming up, he can more than likely get some wins and get really good points to help him get to the Final Four. But he's not the champion. Which now leads us to my championship pick. I say Chase Elliott will win the championship this year. Chase has been really good. He has an average finish around 10th throughout the whole season. He's been very good, multiple wins, very consistent, very solid. Went on a great streak of first, second for a period of races. He's been amazing, and in my opinion, he'd be the deserving champion. It'd be his second championship of the year. He'd be considered one of the best drivers right now in NASCAR. And, well, he is one of the best drivers in NASCAR. And I say a championship for him this year would be very much well-deserved. And heading into Phoenix, one of Elliott's favorite tracks. If he can get to the Final Four, he could be definitely a candidate to maybe win the championship. Who knows? And there you have it. Those are my playoff predictions. Some bold picks, some of the logical picks that the majority of people are picking. But at the end, those are my picks. Hopefully, the majority of them are right. Hopefully, y'all can also have great predictions. And hopefully, it could be a good playoffs. Maybe with not a lot of controversy, but hoping for great races. And now to finish off, I'd like to talk about the Xfinity Series finish, which that was incredible. Definitely one of the best finishes of the year. Baldwin, Creed, Gregson, and Larson, including 4th, 5th, 6th drivers of Allmendinger, Gibbs, and Bell, even joining the picture late, although not really fine for the win, but putting pressure on the top 3. And that race was incredible. Lots of beating and banging, hard racing, no intentional takeouts, no breaking people, just 3 drivers pushing to the limit, giving 110%, and putting on a hell of a show at Darlington. And it also proves once again that Darlington's one of the best racetracks in NASCAR right now. It's everything, personally for me, I would love in a NASCAR racetrack. And again, the people that built Darlington 70 years ago definitely knew what they were doing when they made this racetrack. Because I don't remember a bad race at Darlington the past years. Since 2019 to 2022, right now, Darlington has put on a show on a constant basis, and it continues to establish itself as an S-tier racetrack, one of the best racetracks in NASCAR, along with Bristol, Homestead, Miami, and, in my opinion, Kansas. Just incredible. Just really incredible racing last night. Definitely, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's an instant classic finish. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my video. Very long, one of my longest, but I could be able to talk about who I think will be the champ, who's going to be out around 16, 12, 8, and talking about NASCAR. That's what I love. Thank you.